Coming up this week on the Double T Insider, following consecutive 40-plus win seasons and trips to the NCAA tournament, Shannon Hayes' Red Raiders softball squad was back to work earlier this week, getting geared up for the 2013 season. We catch up with the head coach and the Red Raiders following their first official practice of the spring. Senior hurdler Katie Grimes accomplished something she did a year ago and broke the school record of someone she knows very well, herself. Erica Taylor catches up with the hurdler after the record-breaking performance. After hoisting the Big 12 regular season championship trophy last season, the Lady Raider tennis team is back to work already in 2013, getting ready to defend their regular season crown. We also give you a look at what's coming up this week for Texas Tech athletics, ask the Texas Tech trivia question of the week, and bring you the sounds of the game. All of that coming up next on the Double T Insider. Let's go! The Double T Insider is brought to you by the College of Media and Communications and is entirely produced by students of the college. Welcome into a brand new edition of the Double T Insider, everyone. I'm Joshua Cook, joined by Erica Taylor as we bring you another week of inside access into Texas Tech athletics.
That's right. It's now softball season, and the Red Raiders reported to practice earlier this week, and the Double T Insider was there to get in on the action.
Following yet another 40-win season and another trip to the NCAA tournament, the Red Raiders softball team is back to work here in 2013, prepping to put together yet another run to the postseason.
Our girls showed up. They're all in good shape and good spirits, and they came out bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go.
And with it just being the first practice of the spring, there is a lot to watch for and see on how the team is doing.
It's hard to tell first day. You know, we've only seen them for a couple of hours. So, you know, our main concern when they go home over the Christmas break is that everybody stays in shape and that they work out when they're at home. Tori Stevens, our strength and conditioning coach, does a great job with these girls, getting them in the best shape and the best athletic shape they can be in. And so we make a big deal about them going home, staying in shape and staying active.
The Red Raiders finished 41-17 overall last season and 13-10 in Big 12 play, giving Tech a 5th place finish in conference, marking the highest finish in school history. Entering the 2013 season, the Red Raiders are picked to finish 4th in the preseason Big 12 softball poll, and senior Adriana Perez, who led the team in batting average and home runs last season, said the expectations are high for this team.
First, our expectations, win conference, obviously do our best in that, and get top seeded for regionals, make it to regionals, which I think we can with this team.
I think we have the ability this year. We have enough, girls that are returning that we're ready to make a super. We've been to regionals 3 times in a row, so let's go a little farther.
Tally and Perez are 2 of 10 returning letter winners from last season, including leading hitters Sandy James and Mikey Kenny. In the circle, Tally anchors the 1-2 punch, which also includes sophomore Kara Custer. But with the returners, there comes the new faces as well. 12 new Red Raiders grace the roster this season, and the returners are excited about having the new players on the team.
Hopefully we can continue to get a little bit better. You know, I'm not going to be shocked if we go out early and stub our toes and have to deal with some confidence things with the youth that we have. I mean, we're going to go through some growing pains. So, we remind them while they're here at Texas Tech because they're good players, and we recruited them because they're good players, and we're going to have to, again, take some bad with the good.
Our freshmen, they have some talent with Mana at short, Samantha, so it's just a bunch of them, Nikki, and it's just awesome to see that fresh meat, come in and knowing that, they're going to be here for another 3 years. It's going to just be better for the program, but knowing that, they're coming in here wanting to be part with us, so it should be interesting.
Typical freshmen that came in there a little nervous, but they've all started to grow so much. You have Sam at shortstop, who's now a Division I shortstop, and you can tell they've grown a ton, and I think they're going to be great this year.
Even with there being 12 new players on the squad, it doesn't seem like it after a while as they begin to fit right in and learn quickly from the upperclassmen.
Oh yeah, whenever they first come in, they don't know how everything works, so you have to kind of work them into it, but now it's gotten to where some of our freshmen are helping the new girls today, and so it's definitely a big jump.
By having, the returners back, there's so many, the new people overcome us because there's so many of them, so I think they kind of like come towards us to see how, because we've been, I've never been to regional besides last year, and Brittany and Mikey already been with Coach Hayes being here twice, so it's definitely, they've been there, done that. So they come to us a lot, which is good, and I think it's really good for the team,
With it being known this is a young team and there's a lot to learn, Coach Hayes hopes the players understand the tradition that's been built here at Tech and continue it and get off on the right foot in 2013.
We talk a lot about, with our new girls, about, continuing that and having pride in who we are now at Texas Tech, and I think our girls have bought into that. And so, I'm anxious to see how we start off. Last year we didn't start off very well. It took us a week to get going, and hopefully we'll get off to a better start this year.
Reporting for the Double T Insider, I'm Joshua Cook.
Coming up next, we catch up with the Lady Raider tennis team as they prepare for their 2013 season. And senior hurdler Katie Grimes breaks another school record. Don't go anywhere. The Double T Insider is back after the break.
Before we head to break, here's your Texas Tech trivia question of the week. The Lady Raiders defeated the Texas Longhorns on Wednesday in Austin 66-59. This marked the first time Texas Tech has defeated Texas in Austin since when? A. March 2nd, 2011. B. February 26, 2006. C. February 9th, 2009. Or D. March 5th, 2008. The answer to that question is coming up later in the show, but first, here are the sounds of the game.
We've been to regionals 3 times in a row, so let's go a little farther.
Thank you.
Texas Tech is on the rise. Now a national research university, a growing campus steeped in tradition. 7 straight semesters of record enrollment. Wind research that's unrivaled in the world. The best trained and educated students for today's jobs. And to all this, we have just one thing to say. With pride, guns up.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Senior hurdler Katie Grimes set a new school record in Texas Tech's first track meet of the season. Erica Taylor catches up with the hurdler and finds out what is working so well for her in her final season here at Texas Tech.
Season openers have treated senior hurdler Katie Grimes quite well over the past 2 years. Last year at the Texas Tech Open, Grimes set the school record with a time of 7.74 in the 55-meter hurdles. And this time around, in the same arena, she broke her own record with a time of 7.71.
Well, at first when I looked up there, I saw 7.7 and I didn't see the 1, and so I didn't think I broke it. And then somebody said, "Congrats!" And I looked back up and I saw the 7.71, so I was very happy.
Katie's just really come on. Last year had a tremendous breakthrough year. And of course, to open up the very first meet, which we haven't even seen them in 3 weeks, so we've only had about 4 days of practice. For her to break her own record, looks like she's going to have a really great indoor season.
The Canyon, Texas native standout performances of today can be described as a work in progress over the years, and as her skills developed, so did her love for the hurdles.
To be honest, I never thought I would be here, ever. I wasn't even that fond of track. I just, you know, I kind of went through the motions, and then once I found my groove and I realized I could be good at it, I really put my whole heart into it, and the coaches helped me develop and get where I am, and having 4 of the top 5 school records is just another goal for me to get that 5th one.
Now, all work and no play may work for some athletes, but not necessarily for Katie Grimes. As a matter of fact, working hard while having some fun go hand in hand in pushing Grimes to excel on the track. Assistant coach Dion Miller trains Grimes in the hurdles, and he knows that when she's having fun, she's at her best.
We wouldn't have it any other way. If she was real nervous going to the meet, you know, you think something's wrong, you know. I think she's really developed a craft, you know, for the hurdling, and I think for her, you know, she's just having fun, and that's what it's all about. When you get to the point where you're having fun, it's not that much stress, then you can expect some good times.
I'm kind of a spokesperson for just not being real serious, and I know the coaches probably hate that, but that is how I stay motivated. My dad, I get my goofiness from my dad. My mom was my coach in high school, and anytime I would have a rough, if I was looking too serious, my dad would come out there and he would make me laugh, because my best races are when I'm laughing and when I'm happy. And so I just hope that the girls, especially the freshmen, when they come in, I don't want them to feel nervous and scared about their first meet, because it is very intimidating, but they just need to have fun with it. And when you have fun, that's when you do well.
At the end of last season, there were a lot of firsts for the women's tennis program. Most notable was the first Big 12 regular season championship in school history. But now there's a new set of goals for the Lady Raiders in this upcoming season.
Texas Tech kicks off women's tennis 2013 with high hopes. Entering the season ranked number 21, the highest preseason ranking in school history, the Lady Raiders are ready to build on last year's Big 12 regular season title.
Actually, I'm really excited that we're ranked. It just pushes me to do better and to want to play better teams and to get even a better ranking.
Obviously, we take it one match at a time, and I think our goal is, again, to win the Big 12 and to make the NCAA tournament, but we want to take it a step farther, and we want to win the Big 12 tournament and make it past the first round and even into the Sweet 16 of the NCAA tournament.
Even with the whole roster from last season coming back, head coach Todd Petty is always looking for improvement.
You know, we returned every player from last year's team, and so I'm really excited to see if they can move up a level, you know, if they're not going to plateau from what they did last year. So I'm excited to see them get to work and really try to, you know, raise the bar a little bit.
No, not at all. I think having everyone back reminds us that we won the Big 12, but adding those new players, I think they're helping us, they're challenging us to even do better than we did last year.
That's what we're about here in West Texas and in this community, is blue-collar work and trying to make a name for ourselves, and that's what we've really tried to do is kind of show our identity with that. And we love the underdog role. I mean, that's what we've had to play for since the first day I got here, and so we're not going to lose that, you know, that edge by any means.
Sandra Dinka, Caroline Stark, and Elizabeth Ullathorn are all going into their senior seasons. Coach Petty is expecting leadership from the veteran members of this team.
No, I mean, obviously we've got to expect big things. I mean, they have the, you know, that feeling underneath them of what it takes to accomplish what they did, and I expect them to come through and really raise their game another level, and that's what they've been able to do, and that's what I'm so proud of, is they find a different way to raise their level every year, and we can't stop coming to senior year if we want to make some of the noise that we want to make.
It's amazing how fast it went, and I can't believe I'm in the position now where, like, the younger freshmen are looking up to us as seniors. It's kind of fun though, because we've been through it, so we can, I mean, I hope that I can help them get through any struggles that they've been going through, because I've been through them and we all have. So it's nice for us all to be able to lean on each other and for me to be there for the younger ones.
Our main focus is come tournament time that we're ready to make some noise and do some damage.
For the Double T Insider, I'm Blake Silverthorne.
Don't go anywhere. We'll let you know what's ahead for Texas Tech athletics. But first, here's the answer to our Texas Tech trivia question.
Earlier in the show, we asked the Texas Tech trivia question of the week. The Lady Raiders defeated the Texas Longhorns on Wednesday in Austin, 66-59. This marked the first time Texas Tech has defeated Texas in Austin since when? The answer to that question is B, February 26, 2006, when the Lady Raiders won 58-46. More of the Double T Insiders coming up next after the break.
Texas Tech is on the rise. Now a national research university, a growing campus steeped in tradition. 7 straight semesters of record enrollment. Wind research that's unrivaled in the world. The best trained and educated students for today's jobs. And to all this, we have just one thing to say with pride: guns up.
With the show winding down, here's what's coming up this week for Texas Tech athletics.
Coming up this week for Texas Tech athletics, Texas Tech women's basketball is back in action. The Lady Raiders travel to Morgantown, West Virginia to take on the Mountaineers. The Lady Raiders are 3-3 overall this season when playing on the road, while the Mountaineers are 7-2 overall this season when playing on their home court. Game time is set for 6 p.m. On Wednesday, Texas Tech men's basketball is back at home after a 2-game road stint to host Iowa State. Jay Crockett, also known as the Microwave, recorded his 6th double-double of the season in the loss against Oklahoma and his 9th double-double of his career. Crockett is the second leading 6th man in the nation, averaging 14 points per game, and is second in rebounding with 8.2 boards off the bench. The Red Raiders will look to capture its first home win in Big 12 play this season. Tip-off is set for 8 p.m. inside the United Spirit Arena. Game can be seen on ESPNU. On Friday, men's tennis will be on the West Coast to compete in the ITA Kickoff Weekend Tournament in Stanford, California. The Red Raiders will face off against San Diego on Friday and will play either Stanford or Texas A&M on Saturday.
Also on Friday and Saturday, Texas Tech track will be on the road to compete in the Texas A&M Mondo Challenge in College Station. Senior hurdler Katie Grimes, along with sophomore high jumper Jacorian Duffield and sophomore shot putter Cole Weldon, are currently ranked nationally among the top 20 track and field athletes. Saturday afternoon, women's tennis will be in Waco to face Rice in the ITA Kickoff Weekend. The Lady Raiders are entering the spring season at number 21 in the ITA preseason tennis rankings. Match time is set for 2 p.m. And finally, on Saturday evening, men's basketball will be on the road in Austin to square off against Texas. The Longhorns are anchored by freshman guard Javon Felix, who leads the Big 12 and all NCAA Division I freshman in assists, averaging 6.3 assists per game. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m. And don't forget to vote for the Red Raiders in the second annual Naismith Student Section of the Year Award. Texas Tech University has been nominated as one of the top college basketball student sections in the country and holds the 10th highest attendance in the 2012-2013 season. Red Raider fans can vote once per day by visiting www.facebook.com/ILoveCollegeHoops.
Well, that's a wrap for this week's show. Thanks for watching.
And also be sure to go like our Facebook page, search for Double T Insider, and never miss another episode.
For Joshua Cook, I'm Erica Taylor. Have a great week, everyone.